Hey everyone, it's Jonathan again. I'm thrilled to share with you the incredible beekeeping equipment I've just got my hands on. In my previous video, I talked about Buckfast Abbey School and their legendary Brother Adam. Today, I want to show you the second-hand equipment I bought and discuss the importance of cleaning and preparing it for my future bee colonies. I was lucky enough to purchase a complete set of beekeeping equipment, minus the bees, from a wonderful lady named Charlie. Charlie absolutely adored keeping bees, but unfortunately she developed an allergy to bee stings and had to give her passion up. Her loss is our gain, and I'm so excited to put this equipment to good use. So, what did I get? Brace yourselves, because this is an impressive haul. 4 complete wooden hives, like this one, 9 extra supers for even more honey production, some blank spacer frames, 2 polystyrene nuke boxes and 1 wooden nuke box for housing smaller colonies or doing splits, a honey extraction spinner to get the honey out of the frames, food grade buckets for storing all the delicious honey my bees are going to make, 3 beekeeper suits to keep me safe and stylish while tending to my bees, some fantastic beekeeping books to expand my knowledge, flat-packed honey super frames waiting to be assembled, 4 hive stand tables that can hold up to 8 hives. Talk about expanding my apiary. Let's take a closer look at one of the wooden hives. There are many different styles of beehive. I'm in the UK, and the 3 most common are the WBC, invented by William Broughton Carr. That's the classic style you see in pictures, but it's a bit old-fashioned now. The Langstroth is the most common worldwide, but not as popular in the UK as the British Standard National. This is a National. The National and the Langstroth are pretty similar, but the National is a bit smaller. Each hive has several parts that work together to create a functional home for our bees. I'll disassemble this hive and show you each of the components. First, we have the roof, which protects the hive from the elements. It's designed to be waterproof. I'll probably add some extra insulation material here. Bees hate condensation, which turns into water droplets and drips down on them in the hive. Next, we have the crown board. This sits beneath the roof and helps maintain the hive's temperature and humidity. It often has a hole or two for feeding the bees or providing ventilation. Below the crown board, we find the first honey super. This is where the bees store their excess honey. It would be filled with frames. Most beekeepers start with a flat sheet of foundation wax on their frames, which the bees build up into comb. Bees deposit nectar into the comb cells, mixed with enzymes which break down complex sugars into simpler sugars. Excess water is evaporated and it turns into honey. The bees help the evaporation process by fanning their wings to get airflow. Beekeepers can add multiple supers to increase honey production. Underneath the honey super, there's the queen excluder. This mesh screen allows worker bees to pass through, but prevents the larger queen from entering the honey supers. This keeps the honey free from brood, ensuring the harvested honey is pure and free of larvae. Now we come to the heart of the hive, the brood box. This is where the queen bee lays her eggs and the young bees develop. It's the nursery of the hive. Some cells will contain worker bee larvae, while others will have bee bread, which is a mixture of pollen and honey that feeds the larvae. Some cells will also contain honey for the colony's consumption. Male bees, known as drones, require slightly larger cells, and there will be some of those too. Finally, we have the base or bottom board. This serves as the foundation of the hive and provides an entrance for the bees. There's mesh across the bottom with holes that are too small for bees to get through. The mesh allows varroa mite to fall through and land on the board below, which helps beekeepers monitor the level of mite infestation in the hive. The board is optional. Without it, varroa mite would fall to the ground beneath the hive, making it difficult for them to return to the colony. Now, before I get carried away with all this amazing equipment, it's crucial to clean and sterilize it thoroughly. This is to protect my future bees from any harmful pathogens that could harm the bees, such as American foul brood, European foul brood, varroa mites and wax moths. AFB in particular is a bacterial disease that turns pupating larvae into a sticky goop, and its spores can survive for up to 70 years. In case of an AFB outbreak, the recommended course of action is to burn the affected hive, as there's no way to save it. I'll be removing all the old comb and propolis. Bees use propolis like humans use cement, for sticking things together and filling in gaps. It smells lovely and has other benefits for the hive, such as antimicrobial properties, but right now it all has to go. Then I'll use a blowtorch to sterilise every nook and cranny, ensuring a fresh start for my colonies. I can't wait to get started on this beekeeping adventure with all this fantastic equipment. I'm so grateful for Charlie for passing on her beloved gear to me, and I promise to make her proud by taking excellent care of my future bee colonies. Thoroughly cleaning and sterilising this equipment is crucial for the health and success of my future bee colonies. I can't wait to share the cleaning process with you in the next video. I'd love it if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel. Then you can join me as I embark on this journey of making mistakes, getting stung, but hopefully setting up some fantastically productive hives with gentle bees. If you have any questions or tips for new beekeepers, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and learn from your experiences.